Hello. Maybe we're working now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my live stream. Today we'll be removing some vintage ads from magazines, and we're just going to do a quick sound check here first. So, pardon us for 1 minute. We're going to try and see if everything is working okay. Let's see. Today I have a Life magazine from 1961 that we're going to be removing some of the ads from. And I was trying to do this earlier and I cut out some ads already, and then we discovered there was no sound. So hopefully we got sound now. It looks like we do. And here is some of the ads I already got here for Old Taylor. Um, yeah, actually, what I had to do was restart my computer. I guess it wasn't working though. But anyway, here's Samsonite um, luggage, and then Old Taylor. Uh, I mean, can you imagine going on a trip now with a bag like this? There's no wheels on it, no nothing. Not that much fun. Of course, you'd have people that would wheel them around for you. They have a cart for you, like a porter or something. Here's one for the old AT&T system. Uh, this one is their old logo right here. You'd find this on phone booths and things like that. And they kind of just advertising themselves. I mean, what's weird is that they pretty much had a monopoly. You didn't really have a choice of phone companies, in 1961. You just had one. So I'm not really sure what they're advertising here. And then this one is about Scott's Lawn Care. I think that this would probably be the better seller with the old Bell System logo on it. Here's one for Kraft Strawberries and Preserves. And on this side is for the Lord Buxton wallets. I remember this brand. I didn't own one as a kid, but this this magazine came out a couple of years before I was born, but I still had that brand out. Here's a couple of cool car ads here. This one is for the Pontiac Wide Track Bonneville. I mean, this thing was wide. I mean, if this is any indication, look how far apart they were in there. They were quite far apart, these two, and there's would be room for someone in the middle there too as well. And then there's one here for orange juice, just orange juice, no particular brand, just orange juice. Just buy our oranges and our juices. And then this one is for a really cool Chrysler. It says 1962, just says the Chrysler 62. Um, it doesn't really say, oh, it's a Chrysler 300. Oh, okay, down here. They should have put that in much bigger types. Oh, here it is, Chrysler 300. It says first of the 300s, built in 55 to last year's Proud G. Chrysler new full-size sports series is built for men who take their excitement straight. These fired-up models, with prices that start only a few $100s more than Newport full-size price surprises. Yeah, see, there's a Newport for $29.64, and I got this was just a little bit more than that. So it's a very cool-looking car, all kinds of little extras on it, Now that would just get in the way of aerodynamics, And then here is basically a record of the month club kind of a thing with people at the time. There's Miles Davis. You can listen to all Sousa. Chopin. This is a little bit heavier crowds. Not going to be any like rock and roll. There might be some pop music and that kind of thing in there, but stuff like that. I know this one is. It looks like it's a bowling ad, but it's really for maiden form bras. I dreamed I bowled them over in my maiden form bra. But this is probably a little bit cooler one right here. It's an ad for particular kind of let's see, it just says cocktails. I'm not sure. Or martini. It looks like whiskey, but I don't think it is. There's vermouth. I don't know. And then here's one with here's an alarm clock. And before people, of course, would use their phones or anything to wake them up in the morning, this one has a new feature called snooze. And you could wake up either to a buzzer kind of a sound, or you could tune the radio in and it would play the radio. And then you hit the snooze button, you get a little 7 more minutes, 7 more minutes of rest. And then here's one for hair dye. It could be any one of those different colors of blonde. This one is for, it says, Living Beauty of Crestlawn, the fiber with 6 senses of fashion. It's an acrylic fiber. I'm not really sure why they're advertising a fiber, and because this one came off of the cover. So there's what the cover of this magazine looks like. 1961. It's got a picture of Khrushchev on it, who was the I won't say president, but yeah, I guess he was kind of like almost like the president of the Soviet Union at the time. So now we're getting up to where I left off before I was interrupted before, and there's some more ads here. This looks like it's probably this is from Korea. Life on the news fronts of the world. I was making my other one. My son brought me down some nice hot chocolate. Tang. Oh, drink of the astronauts. I'm not even sure they even make Tang anymore. It's just like, I guess you might say it's like instant orange juice, or I always thought it just tastes like orange Kool-Aid, but we're going to try to use this disposable knife here. I was having a little bit better luck with this one. It's just a matter of trying to find the sweet spot where you can cut into it without destroying it too much. There we go. Let's see if that did it. Tang. Oh, and premium saltines are on the other side. Yeah, we always had these in our house when I was a kid. Oh, we did throw them in tomato soup, though. That's basically what you do with them. Yeah, what's this one? The craziest kite in the sky. Continued. Oh, here's Bob Hope and Bing Crosby looking like some kind of a space movie. All right, let's see. It just says craziest kite in the sky. It says continued. Continued from what? Oh, here's one for Hoover vacuums. Some people are vacuum fans. Let's see. What I do with these is if I mess up the edges like this, I just trim them off. So it gives them a nice clean edge. And whoever buys them, then they can find a frame for them or build a frame, whatever they're doing, or do whatever they want with them. But these usually sell, for me, anywhere from $10 to $15 usually, depending on the subject matter. All right. Oh. Some people on Safari, it looks like. Oh, well, here's one for Kodak camera, a movie camera. Let's take a look and see if we can do this one without a whole lot of fanfare. Maybe because I'm doing it on this side of the page, maybe I should attack it from the other side. I always hate this one on two there because of a BF Goodrich, but with having a staple in the middle, that kind of ruins the whole thing, because it's a big staple right through the middle. Come on off. There we are. That's some kind of a glue on it too. All right, we'll move that. Okay. This one for evening extravaganzas. I get an idea of the fashion at the time. This obviously is a very Asian forward fashion here. Asian was very popular this time because of the wars in Asia, Vietnam, and Korea. There's a Pall Mall ad. But you see, once again, it's on 2 pages. Not really sure if it's a good idea to cut that one. See, it's on the other side. Oh, well, see, the other side has a cool Zenith ad on it. They still make Zenith televisions, so that's good to know. I think I'd take off some of the. See if I can do this without cutting myself. There we are. This little notch on the end here is for snapping off some of the blade. So you just open up like that much. Slide it in that little slot. Like this. And then you can use that to snap off the next blade. Do it. Let's see. Let me try it again. There it goes. I think I did it. All right, let's see what happens. If I got it in there. There we go. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, that is a lot better. For a disposable knife. So is it worthwhile to do this? Well, I figure, let's say you were to get $15 for each one of these, and you removed, in an hour, you removed even 10 ads. Well, there's $150 for you right there. An hour's worth of work. So there's more than 10 ads in this one. I can tell it's. And what's nice about the old Life magazines is that they're large ads. All right. What's next up here? Swift's Premium. Oh, that's a nice one. If I get the whole thing out, I think it's on 2 pages. It looks like it's all in one sheet. I don't know why we're moving that one. This one's on 2 pages as well. I'll be able to remove that. I don't know. Looks like it's glued in there. I'll come back to that one. 3 magic drops of AFTA works wonders on dry, sensitive skin. Oh, this company Menon was, I think it was owned by the former governor, I believe, of Michigan. So his name was G. Menon Williams. So that's where that company came from. There's another booze ad here for Calvert Reserve, the right whiskey for today's taste. I don't even know if they make this whiskey anymore. Oh, and there's one for cookies on the back. Petrical dietary weight control wafers. Oh, they're not really cookies. Okay. Not really cookies. Oh, well, that one must have cut through it already. How convenient. Very convenient. All right, we'll keep moving on here. And at the end here, we'll take a look and see how many ads we have. Oh, here's the description of it here. This wafer is Metricown solid form, nutritionally complete dietary for weight control. I tell you all the reasons why you should do this. See the full, also for travelers insurance here. Full life of a famous wife, Ethel Kennedy and her children. Interesting, interesting story about Ethel Kennedy and her children. Oh, here's one for the yellow pages. Before we had internet, of course, we had to look up everything in books, and there'd be a book that had white pages with like residential phone numbers, and then businesses would be in the yellow pages. And the more that they spent, the bigger ad they could get in the yellow pages. And that's pretty much how you'd find um, plumbers and other businesses that you needed. So kind of try and cut it through the back side here, the reverse side of the ad. There we go. And there's more on Ethel Kennedy and her children. Oh, what if that crazy guy Kennedy is in here too? Little ones. Michael Carey. Oh, I guess not. Hudson Vitamins. Oh, how to tell the year of a Volkswagen. If it isn't easy, we never change it to make it look different, only to make it work better. Oh, look at this! Could be kind of handy, if you had to identify the year of a Volkswagen. That's true. They really didn't change these Beetles. Even the modern ones don't really look significantly different. I hear a lot of Volkswagen fans out there, so let's give this a whirl here. I do it. Kind of did it. Oh, I veered off course. I thought I got it. I don't know. What was I doing here? I'm trying to take 2 pages at once. Yeah, the darn staples get in the way. I do any more of these in the future. I'm going to remove the staples first. Here's the continuation of the communism story. Here's the new Sunbeam Shave Master. Nothing shaves like a blade. Shaver with 3 real blades proves again in the famous Sunbeam Shave aftershave test. Here's one for Anacin pain relief aspirin. Here's one for Wolfschmidt's vodka. Do you want a vodka that's something or nothing? I go with something, I guess. Yeah. Oh, Baby Ruth. Oh, it's in full color too. Glossy. Okay, now I finally got a really good one here. We don't want to mess this one up too much. Don't want to mess it up at all, I guess. Try to tack this from the other side. Yeah. They're going all over the place. Just cut through a bunch of them at once. There we go. See if I got it. And here, after all that in, get all the way through. There we go. Butterfinger. Came in a box. All right. It's Castro in Cuba. I've noticed there's a lot of booze ads in here. Does that say anything about the people that read Life magazine? They like to drink a lot? Good question. Time for some hot chocolate. Today's video is sponsored by hot chocolate. No specific brand, just hot chocolate. All right, here, this one's going. Let's see, before I say anything. There we go, at the very end. Got snagged at the end there. I still might be able to trim it up to there. We'll cut through that a little bit, though. On the other side. Doing it the hard way. What's this called? Oh, dandruff shampoo. Yeah, this is not cool. Not cool at all. But that is cool. Knowledgeable people drink Imperial. It's a matter of taste and value. What the heck is this? Borden Starlac for true country fresh flavor. Well, I guess you want true country fresh flavor, you have to go to the cow, I guess. Or you can buy this powdered milk. This makes 12 quarts of milk. I think this is a throwback from World War II, powdered milk. When it was difficult to get milk because of refrigeration, and it was needed for the war effort, they came up with instant milk. It was dehydrated. I've had it before. It's not terrible, but it's not good either. It's milk. And here's one for Robert Burns Cigars. Oh, I just thought he was a writer. All right. Poet. Here's one for Tums. A 3-roll pack is only 30 cents, only 10 cents a roll. Wow. Easy on, easy off shoes. It's not a new concept. They've been doing this for years. Save as much as $30 out of each 100 on your now spent on auto insurance. Oh, from Geico. See, I didn't know. You just thought it was that little lizard guy, but it stands for the Government Employees Insurance Company. Geico. I guess at that time you had to work for the government. Let's see, your eligibility was either civilian government, civilian non-government, active like professional. So you could have been a civilian working like for a contractor of the government, or active military. Oh, here's one. It came out there for Sanka coffee. It's instant coffee with aroma roast. And here's $1 million face. A rare Rembrandt comes up for sale. Oh, and there's a Rembrandt on the end there. All right, see, we're getting towards the end, the back side of the magazine. Up here's one for Parker pens, the $15 pen that's unnecessarily good. Even today, I don't think anyone wants to spend $15 on a pen. Fills itself by capillary action. It can make its own ink from water. Has no moving parts. Go out of kilter. It's virtually leak-proof. Has 14-karat gold solid point. Oh, that's why they can command so much money for a pen. Yeah, pens weren't something you just threw away back then either. Oh, little girl feeding goats and they're eating her hat. And here's another one for I.W. Harper. Looks like it's whiskey. Yep, yet another ad. I wonder what percentage of ads in Life magazine are for alcohol. Alcohol, I was going to say adult beverages. This is the back cover. And then there's an L&M ad. So this one you could go either way. You can advertise it two ways. So you might have someone with that. And then for cigarettes. And that back then you could advertise cigarettes in magazines. They're on TV. I guess on the radio too. They even sold baseball cards before they had bubble gum. This is going back a long ways, but way before my time, or like my parents' time, was the cards. They come in with cigarettes instead of chewing gum. So I guess they're going after a more mature audience at the time. But anyway, that's the ads for this magazine. And if you'd like to tune in for another one, you can always leave me a comment, see what you think of this, and then I'll have another magazine with more unusual ads. I have science magazines, popular mechanics from the 1940s. I have more life magazines from this era, from the 1960s, the mid-century modern era. So anyway, let me know what you think, everybody. I appreciate the comments, and thanks for watching.